It's time for Mount Vernon Lady Rams softball on WMIX, on your radio at AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Lady Rams softball is presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Rend Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, All Stars and Stitches, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the 94 Sports Mobile Studios for Mount Vernon Lady Rams softball. The Rend Lake College pregame show starts now.
Bring you an extended Rend Lake College pregame show, as it'll be a long wait before we get any starting lineups out of there. And of course, Rend Lake College, you can save thousands on the quality education. Choose from over 100 degree and certificate programs. Find out which ones at rlc.edu. Danny Czerwinski will rejoin me here in just a moment on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. We, of course, glad to have you with us as we head to game number 2 here in just a moment, as the Mount Vernon Lady Rams try to salvage this Jefferson County Invitational tournament. Don't want to say they played their toughest game first, but DuQuoin, we all knew, would be a quality opponent coming in, and then ultimately able to back it up with Alexis Coors, who had a phenomenal effort today, double digits in strikeouts. I believe she hit 10 or 11, and the Lady Rams could only muster one hit. That was the home run by Haley Lockhart back in the 7th inning. So Lady Rams fall 5-1 that first one. They do have 2 wins on the season, of course. They beat Lawrenceville 12-0 in that Fairfield tournament, and then turned around and beat St. Elmo, I believe, 18-0 in that Fairfield tournament. Had Carterville up 3-0 in that same tournament, and then the rain and darkness came in and ultimately washed that one away. So it wasn't meant to be there to get that one in. The Lady Rams were still crowned tournament champions because they did not allow a single run in that one. Jacqueline Flood, I believe, picked up both victories. She tried to go for 3-0 here today, but came up just short as the Lady Rams just couldn't seem to muster any offense against the transfer, Alexis Coors. She came from Sparta. I believe she'll be going to SIUE in the not-too-distant future to pitch in the Ohio Valley, so great effort by Alexis Coors. Rend Lake College pregame show rolls on, presented by RLC. Find them online at rlc.edu. Rend Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor, and like I said, at rlc.edu. Rams baseball back on the airwaves tomorrow as they will welcome the Triad Knights. That'll be a 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch, right here on AM 940. And then we travel to Waterloo Wednesday afternoon as the Rams will take on the Bulldogs in a rematch of last year's sectional championship game. It's all right here on AM 940. Then we're back here Thursday as the other game, as we told you, still going on across the way. That was a bomb of a foul ball hit right into the side of the press box. Thursday again, Lady Rams softball against Hamilton County. That'll be a 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch here on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. We'll take Friday off, and then Saturday we'll head to Mattoon for a double dip as the Mount Vernon Rams will take on the Green Wave. 1 o'clock first pitch in game 1. That'll be a 12:45 pregame, again, right here at AM 940, online at mywithersradio.com for all of the action. You can always stay up to date on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports, the WMIX Sports Facebook page. You can also follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports, as we will do our best to keep you up to date, as we have done this afternoon with Lady Rams softball. Hope you've been following along on the radio, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you may be accessing us, even online at mywithersradio.com. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. We hope that you will enjoy game number 2 between the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams. That is soon to come. Still playing over on field number 2. So we'll see what happens. We'll have your Central Christian Church lineups coming up for game number 2 here in just a moment. But game 1 over there has to end before we can bring you the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Of course, we will also try to get you some scoreboard updates. Some baseball games going on around the area. Centralia and Mascoutah was a wash today. They'll play tomorrow at Spray Field. Also tomorrow, of course, we'll have Rams baseball here for you on WMIX. The Centralia game will be on our sister station, the Big 1210 WILY, and mywithersradio.com/Centralia. We'll take a break, come back, try to get you set for this one between the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams softball edition. This is the Rend Lake College pregame show on WMIX.
And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Your heart health is too important to ignore, and St. Mary's Good Samaritan wants to help educate you about your heart risk factors before it's too late. So mark your calendar and tell your friends about the upcoming St. Mary's Good Samaritan Heart Expo and Health Fair on Saturday, March 24th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Holiday Inn in Mount Vernon. You'll have a chance to have a heart risk profile blood test completed for just $30, as well as a number of free health screenings, a chance to learn your diabetes risk, find out more about the link between sleep problems and heart disease, and much more. To reduce wait times for blood testing, you are encouraged to pre-register now by calling 1-888-257-6098. That's 1-888-257-6098. For most accurate results, be sure to fast for 8 hours prior to blood testing. Do it for your health. Attend the St. Mary's Good Samaritan Heart Expo and Health Fair on Saturday, March 24th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. There's a better way to shop today, Baroviax IGA. If it's Baroviax, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's Baroviax, you got the best. Hometown proud, you see. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. This afternoon, a mix of clouds and sunshine, breezy and very warm, high 82. Some clouds, warm for the rest of your Monday, low 60 to 64. Breezy and warm tomorrow with clouds and sunshine, high 82. Wednesday, clouds and sunshine, very warm with a high 84. And for Thursday, very warm with considerable clouds, a shower or thunderstorm possible, high 82. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Back to Lady Rams softball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And we welcome you back, of course, to Lincoln Park, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals in game number 2 of this Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. We'll be coming your way before you know it, but first we had to wait for the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and Waltonville Lady Spartans. Of course, the Waltonville Session for their co-op to wrap up on field number 2. This is your Ren Lake College pregame show. Chris Hugo with you. Danny Czerwinski will join me in just a moment. He's out corralling the lineups for game number 2. And, of course, the RLC pregame presented by who else but Ren Lake College, where you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu, Ren Lake College. It's time. Jesse Clark, of course, doing a great job back at the studio as we keep her on her toes. Lady Rams fell in the first game by a final of 5-1 against DuQuoin. Alexis Coors, the transfer from Sparta, was able to pick up a nice victory for DuQuoin. She had 10-11 strikeouts in that first game. Lady Rams couldn't muster much offense. They were able to get a home run out of Haley Lockhart in the 7th inning. Only had a couple of base runners. Paige Clinton reached to lead off the first inning, and Haley Lockhart did reach to lead off the 5th. But other than that, the only other base runner was the home run from Haley Lockhart, inning number 5. So interesting first game here. So Lady Rams fall to 2-1 on the year. DuQuoin improves to 3-0. We'll wait to see. Do not have a result just yet from that first game. We'll have that for you, we trust, when we come back with your starting lines and all sorts of other information here on your Ren Lake College pregame show. We're glad to have you with us. We'll head to game number 2 before you know it here on WMIX. Probably scheduled to start sometime, we hope, around the top of the 6 o'clock hour, if not a little after, here on AM 940. You're home for Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams baseball and softball. Of course, we have each and every single Mount Vernon Rams baseball game. We'll have select Lady Rams softball as well. And, of course, you can join us tomorrow as the Mount Vernon Rams welcome the Triad Knights. 4:15 pregame. It'll be a 4:30 first pitch. Same dial location, AM 940. Same web address, mywithersradio.com. On Wednesday, it'll be baseball action at Waterloo as the Mount Vernon Rams travel to Monroe County to take on the Bulldogs. Again, it's a rematch of last year's sectional championship game, in which the Rams fell to Waterloo. So the Rams look to get some regular season revenge here in 2012. Thursday, we're back here at Lincoln Park for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Hamilton County Lady Foxes for softball action. Friday, again, we are off. Saturday, we will head to Coles County as the Mount Vernon Rams will have a doubleheader against the Mattoon Green Wave. Catch all that action, that doubleheader, here 1 o'clock first pitch, if I'm not mistaken, 12:45 pregame. It's on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. We'll take a break here in just a moment. Take a break now. Good to hear. Jesse Clark just in the nick of time. We'll take that break. This is the Red Lake College pregame show on WMIX.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and mywithersradio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and mywithersradio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle. That's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years. Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. Second Chance Auto.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
Hey moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high quality education as a 4-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19 grand every year at the 4 years according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4 grand. That's math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to the Red Lake College pregame show. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Red Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski about to join me here in just a moment, as we'll have your Central Christian Church batting orders as we get closer to first pitch time. That'll be coming your way here before you know it. How about you, Trey? I know. I've written that first one down, though. That might make it a little more efficient for us as we get back to the action, as we talk on air but off air. Got to love that. You made quite the trek down there. I was just kidding. I was kidding Matt Patterson before the first game about bringing it up here. He brought it right up here.
Well, I went to him as soon as his game was over, and he said, I'll get it to you. I don't have it done. I'll get it to you. Okay, well, then I seemed to be waiting in line a little longer than what should have been in the other places, so that's why he beat me up here. So that's what happened.
All good. Of course, it is the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. This is Lady Rams Radio.
You're listening to Lady Rams Softball on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Effingham, Terre Haute, and online at mywithersradio.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
There you have it. That's who we are. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jesse Clark is back at the studio. As we'll probably start somewhere, around 6:10 or so with this one. It's 6 o'clock right now.
You got me. Hard to get information in places.
Yes, it is. Of course, we'll take another break before you know it here on the Vernon Lady College pregame show. Glad to have you with us, of course. We'll get to know your starting lineups, brought to you by Central Christian Church a little bit later on. Incredible things are happening at Central. Look no further than their website, thenewscentral.com. You watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Probably similar lineup for both teams. Of course, we're able to find out who won that other game over there.
Waltonville beat Woodlawn today, 3-1.
So that scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance, financial service needs, visit your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt, right here in Mount Vernon. He's also online at TonyWilt.com. So worldwide or locally, you can find Tony Wilt, especially if you see that red Jeep in the parking lot. He'd love to meet with you like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. And, of course, the Lady Rams, Danny, had a tough loss in that first game against DuQuoin. But they will look to try to get a rebound here against Woodlawn.
Yeah, and that's a tough loss. And you go in from facing a buzzsaw in Alexis Coors from DuQuoin, and now you are going to be playing against a freshman, Carly Etheridge, in her second game of her career. Her first one just got done about 10 minutes ago. So a Woodlawn team that comes in a little banged up. Leah Sutton, a starting player for them at shortstop, out for the year. Of course, you and I saw her blow her knee out, the ACL, NCL variety, at the regional final in Wayne City about a month ago. So she's out for the spring, is here watching and cheering on her teammates. But this is a very, very young Woodlawn team. A lot of underclassmen in the starting lineup for Matt Patterson.
That there are, and we'll see how it pans out for Matt Patterson and his Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, as they did fall to Waltonville 3-1. The other game, Lady Rams trying to rebound from a 5-1 loss to DuQuoin. As we bring you this Vernon Lady College pregame show. At Vernon Lady College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Vernon Lady College. It's time. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. We have Jesse Clark back at the powerhouse as we are about ready to get started, I hope, sometime soon for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. As the Cardinals will emerge onto the field, they'll get some practice rounds in. Looks like we probably will start around 6:10, 6:15 or so. Oh, my.
Well, my thought is, you've already had it around the infield. Let's go. March.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not being hateful or anything, but it's like you've already taken a full round of the infield. You've played a full game. You've practiced all spring. Let's march here. Let's go.
We'll take a break. This is the Vernon Lady College pregame show on WMIX.
After disappointing results in last year's sectional championships, Mount Vernon Rams baseball and Lady Rams softball look for more hardware in 2012. WMIX is your home for every pitch of Rams baseball and a great assortment of Lady Rams softball. Tune in to AM 940 on game day and log on to mywithersradio.com to hear the Rams and Lady Rams worldwide. Mount Vernon Rams baseball and Lady Rams softball only on WMIX and mywithersradio.com. Presented by Banterra Bank, banking with local style.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle. That's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years. Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. Second Chance Auto.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
Hey, moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high-quality education as a four-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19 grand every year at the 4 years, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4 grand. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
I don't know if that could have worked out more perfectly. Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo, ready for game number 2 between the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the Vernon Lady Rams. We're here from the Jefferson County Invitational. We'll wrap up your Rend Lake College pregame show with the Central Christian Church starting lineups, and it looks like the visitors on the score. Looks like the visitors in the scorebook are the Vernon Lady Rams.
In the scorebook, on the field, whatever preposition you want to use, right? Well, who would you like me to give first?
Let's go with I'd say the visitors on the scoreboard, but there is no scoreboard.
No, can't say that.
The Lady Rams.
All right, Lady Rams will lead off with Paige Clinton catching, batting second to left. Cheyenne Morgan, actually, she's center. And at first base, Jacqueline Flood. In cleanup spot, shortstop Haley Lockhart. Batting fifth, pitcher Hannah Wright. Batting sixth, third baseman Summer Hobson. Batting seventh, designated player Rachel Kirsch. Batting eighth in left field, Alexis Stewart. And batting ninth in right field, Kelby Cuyava.
There you have it. Take a look at the Lady Cardinals defensively. It'll be Barnes in left, Bach in center, Williams in right, French, Verheyen, England, Coleman around the horn from third to first. Looking behind the plate, and Charlie Etheridge will be your pitcher.
I'm looking, Woodlawn, by my count, at least starting no fewer than 4 freshmen. Pitcher, the corners, and in one other spot. Unbelievable.
Here comes the first pitch of the game, and that's going to be a strike low to Paige Clinton.
Now you get to the 6:10 start, Chris. This is the lunchtime or supper time strike zone going to happen.
Yes, sir. See what Etheridge comes with here on the 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Ooh, just misses inside. 1-0 to Paige.
Some discussion down between games between our fellow journalists from the King City. Some sassing about an upcoming tournament game on Friday night.
I bet there was.
A lot of conjecture going on down there.
1-1 coming to Paige Clinton. She'll turn on that one, spin it to left, just out of the reach of Barnes. Clinton's going to head to second, rounding, headed for third. She'll have to get, no, she won't. She can stand straight up as the throw is down the line. So that'll be a leadoff triple by Paige Clinton.
That was a rope. And I mean, Christy Barnes in left field had no shot at that one. She took 2 steps to her left, got a good jump. That ball was just roped out there, a couple hops to the fence, and a leadoff triple. Mount Vernon an opportunity to get out in front here.
That'll bring up Cheyenne Morgan, the slapper, with a runner on third. Nobody out, top first. No score. Lady Rams trying to get on top for the first time in this tournament. Here comes the first pitch on the way. It's to the outside in the dirt. Great stop by Lukey. It's 1-0.
That's for a Woodlawn team that is very, very young here early on. This is a team by May. It's going to be very good.
I'd have to wholeheartedly agree. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that's going to be slapped to second. The runner will score. It'll get through the legs of England, and Allison's in trouble with it. And the Lady Rams will lead 1-0.
Yeah, error, run. Right now, things not going very well for a young Woodlawn team.
And that'll bring up Jackwell and Flood. First pitch on the way. Flood shows bunt, pulls back. It's in the dirt. It'll be 1-0 as Morgan swipes second. Now I have my defensive arrangement written down for Lady Rams. I can focus. So it's 1-0 to Flood. The one run's already crossed the plate. A runner on second base and nobody out in the top of the first for the Lady Rams, already up 1-0. Sandbox down below for the Kitties, apparently. Well, it's behind the back.
Third-day sandbox, more or less a mixture of the fine material.
Next one, the 1-0 on the way to Flood. She'll take it low again. 2 balls, no strikes to Flood. Lockhart on deck, a runner in scoring position for the Lady Rams, who climbed on top 1-0. This started here in the top of the first, trying to get a win here in the Jefferson County Invitational against a young Woodlawn team. Etheridge will fire. Here it comes. High again.
Wow.
You know.
I'm confused up here where everything's at. Not a little sure about the strike zone here.
Leah Sutton taking this one in. Of course, we told you a little bit about her before. This one got started. Next pitch on the way, and that'll be a walk, and Morgan's going to swipe third base.
Yeah, you can see a very aggressive Mount Vernon team, and obviously they're a little jaded right now with their loss, but of course you would expect the same from Woodlawn after being defeated by their rivals, Waltonville-Cesar-Valere. 3-1 across the way. DuQuoin and Waltonville-Cesar-Valere again going to our right. Of course, and on that very heads-up play by Flood as she took second base. So second and third here for Lockhart. She had a home run in the 7th inning of the last game. 5-1 with that deficit. Lady Rams fell to DuQuoin. Trying to get a win here. 2 on, nobody out. Lockhart will take it across for strike one. So Etheridge gets in front of Lockhart here to start. Lady Rams softball is presented by Banterra Bank. Lead off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Next one's on the way. Foul back, home run cut by Lockhart. And it's 0-2 as she falls behind. Definite pitcher's count. Sandbox. There's Sandbox. Kids having fun. I believe the bleachers at one time used to be all the way up there. Yeah.
I could be wrong. You know what they say.
Yeah. That's cat litter is what that is down there, boys and girls.
0-2 is going to be a ground ball to third. French will fire across the diamond as the run scores. It's 2-0 Lady Rams. Fielder's choice.
Good start. Mount Vernon out to a 2-0 start. That's what they need. First out of the inning, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Wow. So 1 out for Wright. She's the pitcher in this one. As we'll get to know the Lady Rams defensively in the bottom half of the first inning. Woodlawn, the home team on the scoreboard. Here in the Jefferson County Invitational. First pitch to Wright. Trying to get a piece of it. Swung a little too hard and a little too early. It's 0-1. Follow us on Twitter at 94Sports, or like us on Facebook, WMIX Sports, or go do both. Especially if you're listening online on mywithersradio.com. Pitch on the way to Wright. She'll wait for it this time. Send it foul down the third base side, 0-2. So after falling behind to the first couple batters, Etheridge has battled back, gotten some foul tips and some blatant strikes, gotten ahead in the count with the previous 2 batters. Lockhart grounded out to third. Wright stands in, looking to make something happen with a runner off at third. 1 out, a 2-0 Lady Ram lead here in the top of the first. Pitch is on the way. That's a comebacker right to Etheridge. Slips off her glove. Verheyen will pick it up. Nothing to do with it. Run will score.
Hitting an RBI.
That was just absolutely smoked into the mitt of Etheridge.
Nothing you can do.
Right off, exactly.
Nothing you can do.
So it's an RBI for Hannon. The Lady Rams have a 3-0 lead as Hobson will stand in with a runner on first and just 1 out, top 1. Not to be confused with Top Gun.
Saw a pair of aviator glasses across the way over here.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Those have come back in again.
Oh. We'll see what's going down here.
Can't be a lot, 3-0 in the first inning. Good start. Don't want to do anything to take away.
Not sure if there was an issue with the lineup card or
something's up because we got a substitution, looks like.
They're just talking about the
courtesy runner at first. Hannah Wright.
I didn't realize that took so much.
I didn't either.
Anymore. Because normally when you see him confer with a runner coming in, you usually assume it's a pinch runner, but this is just a courtesy runner for your pitcher.
It's just a wave in. You write down 6 courtesy runner. That's the only thing you have to do.
Hobson shows bunt. The runner's going. Safe at second as she slid underneath the tag, she being Vicky Scoble. This is who I have as number 8.
That's who it is.
There you go.
I count. So if you got it and I got it, we have to be right.
She swipes second base. So a runner in scoring position now for Summer Hobson. That's Rachel Fire. Here it comes. Hobson gets a piece of it, sends it foul.
Oh.
Sir Wagner almost came up with that one. Down the way.
A very good effort. Nice Hobson playing down there.
Yeah, it did, actually. I was going to say, he would have needed about Mark Whitten arms to be able to get that one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think we're still here.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll find out. Here comes the pitch on the way. It's brief power surge, apparently.
A lot of things going on. Well, soccer's done. Got some practicing behind us. I'm not sure about baseball. It was still going on.
Of course, our door's open. That might explain that.
Yeah. People getting in. Baseball practice is done. Soccer's done.
As we await the next pitch to Hobson with a runner on third. So in that power surge, the runner advances to third base.
Yeah.
Fresh my memory on the count.
3-1 by my count.
As Hobson stands back in, runner on third, an RBI chance with just the one out here in the top of the first. Lady Rams already on top 3-0. See if they can add some more here. Here comes the pitch to Hobson. Foul tip, full count.
I think if you're Woodlawn, you get out 3-0 and take your chances. I mean, it's going to be one of those learning experiences. You know, Leah Sutton, a lot of experience out. Some people moved around in positions I didn't think they'd be in. And you're playing a young team out here, too. Lots of freshmen and sophomore in this lineup.
Etheridge, the freshman pitcher. Full count offering against Hobson. Here it comes. She'll scoop that into the left. That'll drop for a base hit, and the parade continues for the Lady Rams on the RBI single by Summer Hobson.
That's the third hit from Mount Vernon. That's the fourth run.
As the courtesy runner Scoble came around to score, and that'll bring up Rachel Kirsch, her designated player. So the runner on first, one out, top one, 4-0, Lady Rams on top. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Swung on a miss on the first pitch outside. 0-1 to Rachel Kirsch.
Well, seventh batter of the inning for Mount Vernon to lead off this game.
Alexis Stewart stands on deck. Kirsch, the pitch on the way, takes it inside low. No, it's strike.
I'm like you. I am having to refocus here after the first game with a new umpiring crew.
We get used to the idiosyncrasy from one umpire, and then you have to readjust. 0-2 the count. Here it comes. Misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rachel Kirsch. Again, a runner on first base and 1 out. 4-0 is your Lady Ram lead. Somebody hit a foul ball with authority into it. 1-2 the count on Kirsch. Here comes. Ground ball to Verhines at short. She'll pick it up. Fire to first for out number 2. So fielder's choice. The runner advances to second base. That runner being Summer Hobson.
I think if you're Mount Vernon, if you get that 5th run on the board here, get a 2-out hit, confidence in this game for the rest of the way.
Amen. And the runner in scoring position, 2 gone for Stewart. Taps 1 foul, third base side, falls behind 0-1. Appreciate the support of Second Chance Auto. Second Chance has the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, proud supporters of the Rams and Lady Rams. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Let's see what we're going to get here to Alexis Stewart. She'll take it inside. All right, all 1, counts even. We're tweeting away. You can follow us on the Twitter at 94 Sports. Or you can just click on the link every day, twitter.com/94sports if you're not a Twitter user. If you're what the kids call Twitterless. Next pitch catches the outside black of the plate for Stewart, 1-2.
Lights are on. Turn them on whenever.
Yep, here comes. Stewart will reach out for that right in the mid of French, and that'll end the threat here in the first. Lady Rams strand a runner, though they score 4. This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we needed help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
We have people all the time that come in maybe for an oil change and they leave with a new car. And their famous last words is, boy, I just came in, I didn't think I was going to buy a car today. But sometimes we get them looking around and seeing the great products that we have that GM has right now. And they will drive away with a new car. We love it if they'll bring their car in here for service because we don't care where you buy the car, bring it in here. We want to work on it. We want to be your service department.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Back to Lady Rams softball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And back to Lincoln Park we are. Lady Rams softball, the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals in town for the Jefferson County Invitational. Lady Rams on top 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. We need to meet the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals batting order.
Leading off at short, Kinsey Verhines, batting second. At second, Allison England, batting third and catching, Cassandra Luking. In the cleanup spot, center fielder Kelsey Bach. At first, in the fifth spot, Catherine Coleman, batting sixth, third baseman Ryan French. Batting seventh, left fielder Christy Barnes. Batting eighth, your designated player Libby Dial. And batting ninth, in right field, Sammy Williams.
There you have it. Those lineups presented by Central Christian Church. Discover the excitement at Central. The newcentral.com is their website where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services. Log on, Central Christian Church. Loving God and loving people. We'll meet the Lady Rams defensively in just a moment. We'll see what happens with Kinsey Verhines against Hannah Wright. First pitch is going to miss, just low and away. Ball one. Alexis Stewart gets to start in left. It's Cheyenne Morgan in center. Kelby Quiala moves to right after the first game. Hobson, Lockhart, S. and Flood from third to first in the infield. Verhines will reach out and send that one to her counterpart at short. Haley Lockhart still makes the grab, one away.
Not like that ball hit off the rubber end of the bat. Didn't have a lot of zip to it.
He'll reach out and touch something.
Yeah, getting caught off balance, reaching out in front foot.
That'll bring up Allison England, former Lady Ram. She'll take a first pitch strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
With a 4-0 lead, Hannah Wright, you need to get out here and throw, strike.
Great opportunity for the freshman. Pitch is on the way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. England will stand back in, the right-hander, working against Hannah Wright, the freshman. So freshman against sophomore matchup, England will swing and miss. Next opportunity was high, but England unable to capitalize, falls behind 1-2. 1-2 on the way. Going to miss high. Tried to rise that time. It's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count's even to Allison England with Luking on deck. Here for the Lady Cardinals. Bach in the hole. It's a 4-0 Lady Ram lead here in the bottom of the first. Pitch on the way. Misses outside. Counts full. Interesting to see how this develops. Hey, the lights are on. That's what you meant by that.
Yeah, the lights
That's what
are
you
on.
meant when you said the lights are on.
That's what I meant. Side corner foul poles here.
Here comes. And that'll be a strike on the outside corner. Waited the call because we thought we had it figured out a moment ago when we were proven wrong. Luking will step in. Nobody on and 2 out in the bottom of the first. Lady Cardinals are the home team here in this second game of the Jefferson County Invite. Pitch on the way. Swung on a miss by Luking. She falls behind to right, 0-1. Game number 2. Final game of the afternoon in this Jefferson County Invitational. We'll see what happens on this next pitch. Might have been a tip there, but either way, strike 2. 0-2 to Cassandra Luking. For Danny probably had one of the gutsiest performances we've ever seen.
Yeah.
In that regional championship game back at Wayne City. Played with a broken nose as she takes one low and away in the dirt, 1-2.
Yeah, and then had it broke, went out, came back in because Woodlawn was down to 3 players on the floor. And had to play the broken nose for the last 2-3 minutes of that regional championship. Just gutsy performance.
And Woodlawn's still able to hang in that one at that time. Now a foul tip by Luking keeps the count the same, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this is the first of 3 Lukings that will be coming through the system for softball.
So
2 more on the way.
Luking pipeline.
Oh, yeah.
Right looking to get set. 1-2 the count to Lukey. Pitch on the way. It'll be high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A reminder, the count would be nice.
2-2, man.
Oh, that I'm right.
I looked on the scoreboard.
Here comes the 2-2, and that's going to miss inside. Full count. Nobody on, 2 out here for the Lady Cardinals, home half of the first. Lady Rams on top 4-0 if you're just joining us here on WMIX and online, mywithersradio.com. Next one's on the way. She'll send that opposite field, and that could be a base hit. We haven't thought about throwing it first. Wisely puts it in her pocket.
First hit for Woodlawn. We have a final if you'd like to hear it.
Sure.
Benton beat El Dorado on baseball day 15-7. Tyler Leffler had 2 home runs for the Rangers.
Not bad.
He's off to a start. He had a couple the other day as well. I think he's up to about 4 home runs. How much for new bat?
No kidding. As we'll have a courtesy runner. Trying to find it on this list. It's not numerical order. If you see it, shout it out.
See.
About 6, but I couldn't get a good look. All that blue on the uniform was distracting me.
Why are we taking so long to write stuff down? That's what I don't understand. I think a couple other people have that look too. Why are we taking so long to write down courtesy runner? They make shorthand CR6. I mean, this is...
I believe it's Browder.
I think it's Browder's who it is.
As a courtesy runner.
Emily Browder.
So we'll write down that. We'll make a quick note, and we'll play on. Now the game will advance at our pace. Kelsey Bach will stand in with a runner on first. 2 outs as Woodlawn trails in the bottom half of the first inning, 4-0. Right offer, here it comes. That'll be sent to short. Lockhart will scoop it up, fire to first, gets away from Flood, and we'll see runners at the corners.
I think he was writing a courtesy runner dissertation down there. That goes in area E6 as Lockhart's throw wasn't the best. Again, that's one of those deals, Chris, with 2 outs. Things going pretty smoothly as an infielder. You don't want to get lackadaisical and drop your arm and sling it. That's kind of what Haley did, and it got in the dirt, unable to pick that out with Flood. So now, instead of being in your dugout, you're at first and third, and 2 outs, an opportunity for Woodlawn to try to get a run.
Brings up Catherine Coleman, the first baseman. Runners at the corners, 2 out. Take a first pitch high. It's 1-0. Banterra's online banking is convenient, efficient, and best of all, safe. Their security is your best defense. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. 1-0 the count here to Coleman. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. Cardinals trailing 4-0, and that next pitch is a strike. All right, 1-1. Beautiful afternoon, turning into evening here from Lincoln Park in Mount Vernon, Jefferson County Invitational. Next pitch is high. It'll be 2 balls and a strike to Catherine Coleman. WSV, Waltonville Cesar-Valliere beat Woodlawn in the first game 3-1. Lady Rams fell to DuQuoin 5-1. So a couple 0-1 teams here in the tournament. Coleman gets a piece of it, sends it foul. Faithful in front of us will let it drop. Counts even at 2-2.
All of the dignitaries in front of us.
Thought some of them could have for sure had that.
Well, you know, as far as the bleachers go.
Yeah.
Trainers checking in. It's just like at Busch Stadium.
She does good work.
Like a foul ball comes in a section 18 stories high, the usher's got to come over.
Next pitch misses high to count Schools. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Coleman. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the first inning, Woodlawn trails 4-0.
Runner will take off from first base. Full count, 2 out.
Aware of the situation. As Coleman digs in. Here comes the pitch from right. Full count. She'll swing and miss at ball 4. That should have been the 3rd out of the inning.
It is.
No need to worry about that ball getting away, except just to pick it up for the next inning to have. So Woodlawn strands 2. They trail 4-0 through 1. This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
Thank you, Michael. We're back at Lincoln Park. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams head to the top half of the second with a 4-run cushion. It'll be 9-1-2 coming up. Kelby Kay, Paige Clinton, Cheyenne Morgan to get us started. As the Lady Rams lead the Lady Cardinals of Woodlawn 4-0. Game 2 of this Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. Lady Rams did fall to DuQuoin 5-1 in the first game. We'll be back with you tomorrow as we happily bring you Rams baseball against Triad tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll be on the road at Waterloo Wednesday. That's Wednesday at Waterloo. Alliteration will be a nice mnemonic device there. And we'll have a doubleheader on the road Saturday at Mattoon. Right now, Lady Rams softball in the first pitch. Cuiaba will give way to another from Etheridge. Here it is, and that'll be poked into left center field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Cuiaba could turn into 2. She'll stop halfway, go back as it was bobbled in the outfield.
Now, if she would have turned the base hard instead of hesitating around that bag, that's one of those deals you got to take it when it's given to you, and if you hesitate, you won't be able to use it. And that's what happened there.
That'll bring up Paige Clinton. She walked and scored back in the first, the game's first run. If you can't get to the bank during the stretch, don't worry. Bank in the stands with Banterra cell phone banking, Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Remember, FDIC, Etheridge looks in. We'll have time called by Clinton. And we wait for it.
Celebrities down below.
All kinds of dignitaries, of course.
Yeah.
State champions.
Yeah.
They want shout out.
We can accommodate. Yeah, Ty Coleman and Chris Harlow from Woodlawn, state champions down below us.
Hollywood and TC.
Yeah, Hollywood and TC.
Of course, Ty Coleman's name forever etched in the annals of Side Gymnasium.
Yeah, right.
Not by his own doing, though.
No.
Nothing. 1 to Clinton. She fouled the first pitch off. This time she'll smack the third. French, a nice grab. Fires the first in time. That'll advance the runner, and that'll go down as a 5-3 fielder's choice. I love great defense, Danny. That's what that was there.
Ryan French, even in her 7th and 8th junior high years, now into high school, she has been a very steady force at that third base position. Very nice job.
And with a runner on second, foul ball from the opposite field. I'll bring up Cheyenne Morgan. 1 out, 1 aboard. Top half of the second inning, a 4-0 Lady Card deficit.
Been asked to explain on that first pick strike your alliteration and mnemonics.
Really?
Previous thing, yes. Yeah. Go ahead, and I'm just going to sit back and let you explain that.
What, my alliteration?
Yeah, and your mnemonic.
Waterloo on Wednesday. Mnemonic device. Remember where I'm at. Here comes the next pitch high, 1-1.
Now that has been explained. One of our listeners was wanting a clarification.
Are they going to ask if it's culture, or is this somebody entirely different?
No, it's totally different. Culture's watching it. Culture's at a baseball game.
I got you.
Or was.
Morgan will show slap and take a swing.
One of the language reading variety fans.
I got you.
Yeah.
SLP?
Yes.
Sometimes you have to use whatever you can use to remember things if you have a bad short-term memory. I'll remember forever from now that I called that Waterloo game on Wednesday, but I can't remember leading up to it, so I'll be in Waterloo on Wednesday. Here comes the next one to Morgan. Popped up towards second. Allison England will come away with it, 2 away.
That's a pretty good play by England. Now, I mentioned this. It's not a really hard-to-hit ball, but the ball started out in the sun, went in the shadow of the dugout, which is now crossed over almost the second base bag, and then came back out to the sun. And Allison, wearing some eye black, did a heck of a job on that play.
That brings up Jacqueline Flood. She walked and scored back in the first. I said walked and scored for Clinton. That was actually a leadoff triple. My apologies. Misread my own handwriting as Flood takes ball 1 low. What should I tell you? I should tell you the Second Chance Auto helps bring you Lady Rams athletics here on WMIX. Bank rate financing and the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles. Prices are $10,000. What's not to love? That Second Chance Auto. Get the car you want today at Second Chance. Proud supporters of the Rams and Lady Rams. The next pitch catches the outside corner of the right-handed Flood. It'll be 1-1, 2 outs, top of the second. Lady Rams on top 4-0. With a runner in scoring position, they're on second base. Saw a stick shirt in the crowd a moment ago.
Foreigner.
Next one's on the way, fouled off third base side to the dugout, 1-2. See what else we can find.
Getting that time of year.
If I see Cinderella, I'm running the other way.
Cinderella was a good show at DuQuoin
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it might be the sign of the time.
Cinderella's back on tour for their 25th anniversary.
Retro Revolution.
Kiss and Motley Crue. 2 hours
back to back.
Here
comes. Next one's fouled off. You notice that 2 hours back to back?
What?
I said Retro Revolution. Normally I can't pull that off. Back to back R's.
Okay.
Ron Reed, right wing.
Yeah.
1 and 2 the count at Flood. Runner on second.
Beggars can't be choosers. In the R&R show.
You bet. Here comes. That'll be smacked for a base hit in the left center field on the ground. Here comes Guayaba around the scorch to the wall. Flood on her horse, headed for third base, cut off by Verheyen. Throw will get away from third base, and Flood's going to come around to score easily. And just like that, the Lady Rams take a 6-0 lead.
Yes. 6-0 lead. Woodlawn with their second error. And this is starting to fall apart a little bit here. And again, you're throwing a freshman pitcher for Woodlawn in her second game. And her first game just finished a few minutes ago. So this is a learning experience that Matt Patterson's Lady Cardinals are going to go through, especially early on in this season.
Oh, no doubt. Where are you going to score that?
That would be a triple, an RBI, and an E on the infielder. RBI does score E6. And sloppy.
I thought the throw was rather clean, but I don't have a great view of that side of the infield. That's his first pitch strike. Lockhart behind the count 0-1. She grounded out to third her last time up.
More of the Woodlawn/Mount Vernon graduate variety coming up. Blake Strickland in the house.
Lockhart will pop one up first base side. Coleman the one-handed grab, and that'll do us through 1.5. Lady Rams lead this one 6-0. This is Mount Vernon softball on WMIX.
Are you tired of being charged unnecessary fees by other banks in our area? Hi, this is Melody True at People's National Bank. With our customer-friendly products such as free checking, Saluki checking, Visa check cards, online banking, bill pay, and much more, People's National Bank is proud to offer our customers the products they deserve. Stop by one of our People's National Bank locations or visit us online at peoplesnationalbank.com and see what banking with a family-owned community bank is all about. People's National Bank. Member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle. That's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years. Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. Second Chance Auto.
More softball action ahead on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
And welcome back to Lincoln Park. We head to the home half of the second inning for the Lady Cardinals. It'll be French Barnes dial due up as Woodlawn trails your Mount Vernon Lady Rams by a score of 6-0 here in this Jefferson County Invitational. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside Jesse Clark back at the studio. As French will get us started here in the bottom of the second. See what the Lady Cardinals are able to do here. Finally got some 2-out base hits. Actually a hit and a reach on an error back in the first. See what happens this time against a freshman right, and that will be in the dirt for ball one to Ryan French. A lot of softball talent roaming the hallways there at Woodlawn.
Well, senior class,
it's a youth issue.
Senior class at Woodlawn has a state title from their 7th grade days. And the current group, 8, 7, 6, 5th, has a state title, currently defending state champion in Class F.
2-0 the count here to French. Nobody on, nobody out. She gets it started here in the second. Takes one inside. Should be 3-0.
Got to have base runners. Good start to this inning if you're Woodlawn to get a runner or two on, nobody out.
3-0. Here comes the pitch from right. Will that be the obligatory 3-1?
Yeah.
It will.
Delayed call for a strike.
Quite a few people that said this one in. Huge crowd for last day of winter. Next one's fouled off. The count becomes full. 3-2 to French.
Oh, Culture has checked in now.
Oh, yeah?
So we have Culture from...
Is she checking in time for the alliteration of the month?
No, she's got Culture of softball and baseball.
She has checked in.
Yes, she has checked in.
I always notice when I have an itch while I'm broadcasting, it's always on my microphone side, so I apologize apologize for the change in volume as French will walk on the full count pitch.
That's a good start for Woodlawn, down 4-zip here in the bottom of the second. Bottom of the order with French on now, Barnes and Dial to follow. Woodlawn lost to Waltonville Session earlier 3-1 earlier. Mount Vernon lost to Coin 5-1 earlier. Benton Baseball beat El Dorado Day 15-7.
Read my mind. No scores presented by Tony Wilt. Here comes the pitch on the way. Barnes smacks that one. Should be a fair ball down the left field line. French slow to get to second base. And it'll be runners on first and second on the single by Barnes. That scoreboard update was brought to you by Tony Wilt and State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance financial service needs, log on to TonyWilt.com or visit Tony in person on 42nd South Water Tower. Here in Mount Vernon, you'll find that, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 2 on, nobody out for Libby Dial, the DB. Right will throw. Here it comes. Bunted foul straight to the backstop. 0-1.
In that Benton win over El Dorado, Tyler Leffler had 2 home runs for the Rangers.
I think that game might have been heard on sister station EBQ-FM. If I read their Facebook correctly this morning, I believe El Dorado had coverage of that game.
I think El Dorado was there.
Benton able to get a big win. Of course, Mr. Blondie doing a fine job down there in Rangerland. Here comes another bunt attempt straight to the third baseman Hobson. Early choice is to first, and made a great choice.
5-4 on the sack.
Moves the runners to scoring position.
That would be the 5th and 6th home runs for Tyler Leffler this year already.
Short of 1 or 2.
Yeah. I remember 4, but that would make 6 now.
We'll have the Benton Rangers coming up pretty soon on AM 940. A couple of times this year.
Monday afternoon will be at Park.
Evaldi Field.
Yes.
In the Benton City Park. You and I have done a few games from there.
I've done a few from there.
First pitch to Sam Williams is a strike. 0-1. We did a Corville game a long time ago where I predicted the walk-off home run on Earthquake Day, I believe.
On Earthquake Day, and then that swing and a miss on strike 2, and then I had the opportunity to call the walk-off grand slam last year. Benton beat Harrisburg.
Oh, that's right.
Ron Weinmiller.
That's Ron Weinmiller. If I think about it, I can say it. I didn't mess up last Saturday.
No.
Here comes. Hoped foul. The count stays 0-2 to Sam Williams, the right fielder. Runners are on second and third, just the one out here in the bottom of the second inning. If I say top a bunch of times, excuse me. Used to the Lady Rams being home here at home. Woodlawn, the home team, here on game number 2. Second and third are your runners. That means they're both in scoring position. This is a legit RBI threat for Sam Williams. With 1 out in the bottom of the second, Woodlawn trailing 6-love. She'll smack that towards right center field. Morgan's going to have to give it a nice little run. She'll dive with the grab. Runner's going to tag. Runner apparently did not tag.
Nope. Didn't tag. That'll be 3 outs. As French got off the bag and didn't stop. And didn't get back in time with the Rams double them off on an 8-5 double play to end the inning.
Wonder what Matt Patterson was yelling about down there. That pretty well was it.
That was it.
So that'll do us through 2 innings. The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals trail the Mount Vernon Lady Rams 6-0. This is Mount Vernon Softball on WMIX.
If I could change anything, you know what I'd change? I'd make it a law that if you tell someone to have a nice day, you really have to mean it. 100%.
Making your day better than it started out is what makes Erie Insurance above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. And have a nice day.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at beaninsurance.net.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For more content, like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to your home for every pitch of Mount Vernon Rams baseball. WMIX, also a great assortment of Lady Rams softball online as well at mywithersradio.com. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside as we edge close to the 7 o'clock hour here in the Central Time Zone. Lady Rams here in the top of the third. We'll send up Hannah Wright, Summer Hansen, Mitchell Kirsch, Alexis Stewart if anybody gets aboard. First pitch from Etheridge is going to be smacked by right. That's deep to left into the batting cage with no roof. And that'll be a home run, leadoff style by Hannah Wright.
Holy cow, that was smoked.
Not bad.
7-0 now. Mount Vernon 6 runs on 7 hits.
Right stuff in KOTB.
just smoked.
Boom. That's like home run. I don't care who hits it. Well, I do. I'm not trying to get myself in a hole again.
It comes back to the bat. I mean, the bat is more livelier in softball than it is in baseball. It's really shocking.
Hobson will stand in with nobody aboard and a 7-0 lead for the Lady Rams. Nobody on, nobody out. That was a big blast to deep left field by Hannah Wright.
7-0 now, Mount Vernon up.
See what happens here with Hobson. She'll take a pitch outside, and it's going to be 1-0. Of course, as you suggested, Carly Etheridge, of course, just her second appearance at the varsity level, and Hobson will get a piece of one to left. Will that go? No, that'll roll to the fence, and that'll be at least a double for Summer Hobson. She'll roll into second base with a double, and it's back-to-back extra base hits for the Lady Rams to get going here in the top half of the third.
And again, you're in a situation, you're starting a freshman who has just thrown a big game over to our right. Obviously, Woodlawn, Susquehanna, Woodlawn, a bigger rivalry game. And you're asking your freshman to come back-to-back games on the first day of the season. There's going to be some fatigue involved, and you're throwing a freshman out against a bunch of upperclassmen from Mount Vernon as well.
That you are, and that'll bring up Rachel Kirsch with a runner on second, nobody out. Next pitch misses high, 1-0. I should tell you that Lady Rams softball is presented by Banterra Bank, and they remind you, don't bank on the away team, bank for the locals. Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Here comes the pitch, inside to Kirsch. That'll catch the corner. I have 0-1. For some reason, I feel like there's been another pitch.
Nope.
So a runner on second base and nobody out in the top of the third. See, that's that short-term memory debacle we'll get into again. Here comes the next one. This is low and away. Should be 1-1. I feel like I called another pitch in that at bat. Maybe deja vu all over again. That's what they say. You bet. Repeat. You know what they say. Deja vu. Kirsch will step down and talk to Johnson.
Killed that during that timeout.
No visits to the circle today. They would have been brought to you by Ford Square and King City Chrysler Center. Here comes. Bunt on the way to the backstop by Kirsch, 1-2. Unofficially.
Up to 7, butting the runner over.
Working on some mechanical things.
Working on some fundamentals here this afternoon.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Mount Vernon trying to get to 3-1 on the year. Their big wins over some 1A schools over the weekend.
Next one's on the way. Low and away. No. Strike three on the outside corner.
Wait, this guy behind the plate, he's a delayed strike caller. Got Seinfeld's story written all over him right now.
Uh-oh. The book's coming out. This might be a delay.
This will be a dissertation of writing on the scorecard what's going on.
This will be Mallory Kirsch for Alexis Stewart. Kelby Quiava on deck. Overjoyed to have you with us on WMIX, online at mywithersradio.com, your home for video streaming of Mount Vernon Rams football, Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams basketball. Audio streaming of every local play-by-play event on AM and or FM. And or W243AV 96.5 and W229AU 93.7. Writing a master's thesis over here.
I'll wait to be writing down. I mean, you know, my point is this: just put shorthand, number 6, go. How hard is it to write down? I don't know what the delay is here. I've seen political elections and or campaigns last shorter than this. How many phone calls you had from them all weekend?
I had one while we were in Peoria on the air. I think that was you and I. Yeah, it was.
That was you and I.
This is the night game.
Yep.
Good time. I about took it. Here comes. Ground ball to Kirsch. Make that tap foul.
I had, I think, 3 last night.
Did you really?
Yep.
See, I don't have a landline. That's part of why I don't.
Well, it wouldn't matter. You still got a call on yours.
I know. Just one. I'd have gotten more if I had a landline. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Verhines will pick it up. Fires the first in time. That'll be what we call out number 2 as the runner advances to third base.
Also, too, you're talking about the...
I'm not ripping on Candace. No. I don't want to come across that way.
No, I'm just...
You got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. Use science to do whatever, but Another thing to remember, too, Chris, it's almost 80 degrees when the first game started today, and you're throwing a lot of pitches on one of the warmer days of the year so far.
Last day of winter, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Here comes ground ball to third base side. French picks it up. Over to first. Coleman able to keep the foot on the bag, and that'll do us through 2.5. It's the Mount Vernon Lady Rams 7. The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals nothing. This is Mount Vernon softball on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke is an orthopedic surgeon specializing in spine surgery, treatment of the injured back, and will provide the newest state-of-the-art procedures in the region. Dr. Steinke is fellowship trained in spine and brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks and will see patients starting in April. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
For more insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Oh, no sooner do we talk about it, but do I get a campaign call right in the middle of a broadcast. Seems to be the way it rolls. But glad to have you with us as we're back at Lincoln Park for the Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. It's the top of the order for the Lady Cardinals here in the home half of the third. Woodlawn trails the Lady Rams 7-0. Bear Hines, England, and Lukey to get us started. The aforementioned top of the order working against Hannah Wright, who had her bomb of her own half inning ago. First pitch from Hannah is low and inside for ball 1. Let you.
I didn't quite
so you didn't hear that.
It was a fake sneeze. I put the sneeze button on.
Here comes the Bear Hines. Will get a hold of that, but it's in foul territory. Third base side near the dugout. Hodgson will make the grab, 1 away.
And that kind of last few hours with the allergies kicking in, with everything blooming.
Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? Your community, your choice, your bank. 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff will understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. First pitch is on the way to England. Tails outside on a curve, 1-0.
Very impressed with Hannah Wright. You can get Flood and Wright going back-to-back. 2 pitchers will carry a long way in high school softball.
They labeled Hannah Wright the future last year, and here comes. That's out of no disrespect intended to any of the other incoming freshmen. 1-1 to Allison England. 1-1's coming. 1-1. Ooh, looks like it dropped down, but after it passed the plate, so it'll be 2-1. England, of course, the Lady Ram, her freshman year, back at Woodlawn for her sophomore year. Was a graduate of Woodlawn Grade School. Plays second base for Matt Patterson. And swings and misses at the 2-1 to make it 2-2. What a night from Jefferson County. Sun sets behind us. Lights are on in front of us, and it swung on and missed. Catcher dropped the ball, but Clinton wherewithal will allow her to make the tag. 2 away. Feet are starting to hurt. That's not supposed to happen. Not in these flip-flops. These are comfy. When you've been on your feet for 3 hours now, I guess that'll happen. Make it close to 4. Lukey will take a first pitch outside, curveball to the right-hander. It's 1-0. 7-0 is your Lady Ram lead here in game number 2 as Lady Rams lead the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Pitch is on the way, and that's going to be a ground ball past Hobson at third. Lockhart will pick it up. It's not in time to first base.
It'll be a hit.
She was going to beat it.
Yeah, Lucan gets hit. That's the third Woodlawn hit of the game. Never know.
No. Interesting. So, a dissertation.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Our visitor behind us slightly said hi and went back
Hey,
down.
buddy.
So it was very nice of him.
Door got sucked back open a moment ago. We normally have locked.
I brought your key. I brought your key back.
It's all good. Here comes. Pitch is outside to Kelsey Bach, 1-0. Runner on first base is a courtesy runner in the form of Emily Browder, I believe. Wrong name on the roster?
Oh, and
oh, I got you.
Yeah, okay.
You're silly, DC.
Oh,
That's fouled down the third base line.
A friend of ours also got a campaign call just now heading back.
Really?
Yeah. One bucket hat on Twitter.
I just assume it is. Who knows what it really is? But that's what the area code's synonymous for.
Yeah.
As another one high to Bach. You scared me there for a second, silly goose. 2-1's the count, to my knowledge. And now to yours as well. Yes. Runner on first, 2 out for the Lady Cardinals in the home half of the third, trailing 7-0. Next pitch misses, blown away. Make it 3-1. A lot of action on the Twitterverse right now.
Yeah.
At 94 Sports is where you can follow us for all the action. Here comes 3-1. It's a ground ball to third. Hodgson fires across the diamond, and that'll do us through 3. The Cardinals strand 1. The Lady Rams lead this one 7-0. This is Mount Vernon Softball on WMIX.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crown View and Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
More softball action ahead on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
We welcome you back to Lincoln Park. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals battling it out in game number 2 of this Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, courtesy of Banterra Bank. Don't support the other team. Go green with Banterra's online banking and online bill pay. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style, member FDIC. Getting us started, it'll be the top of the order. Clinton, Morgan, Flood, barring any changes. Might see a changeup in this at bat, too. Who knows? Etheridge, the pitcher for the Lady Cardinals, a young freshman, fires to the junior Clinton. She'll send that to center. Not a problem in center field by Bach. 1 away.
Yep. 1 pitch, 1 out. Carly needs an inning like that if you're a Woodlawn fan.
Or if you just have a love for Jefferson County.
Can't lose in
Look
that
at
case.
ourselves. Yeah. I see many of these girls a lot between Lady Rams basketball and the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase Colon Girls Edition. As it's 1-0 to Cheyenne Morgan. Loud and clear. That's one. Oh, in there for a strike. It's going to be 1-1. Looks like it might have been high and away, but just inside the zone. 1-1 the count to Cheyenne Morgan. Nobody on, 1 out, top 4. Lady Rams on top, 7-0 over Woodlawn. Next one on the way, looking to slap. That'll be popped to England. Nice two-handed grab behind the first baseman Coleman. Called her off, 2 away. Of course, to think about that, we did see 2 of the 3 of what should have been Lady Cardinal softball players. Of course, as we remember, Leah Sutton out this season due to injury. Saw a handful of the Lady Rams on the basketball team. As the first pitch into basketballist Jacqueline Flood. Inside, 1-0. But Lockhart, of course, Paige Clinton played her freshman year. Cheyenne Morgan played for 3 years. So basically, Quiava and Lockhart as far as the starters for the Lady Rams. Played for Jeff Lund. So not as many as I made it out to be. The next one looks like it caught Jacqueline on the lead foot. Well, it'll be an HVP and a runner aboard here for the Lady Rams in the top of the 4th. 2 on, or 2 out, 1 on. That brings up Lockhart with something to prove. Outside of her home run, I believe She is 0 for today. Reached on an error. Other than that, hasn't seen the bases, but she did touch them all 7th inning of the previous game to give the Lady Rams their lone run in a 5-1 defeat. Here comes Lockhart will look it into the mid on the outside corner. 0-1. Benton beat El Dorado today 15-7. Woodlawn fell to Lawtonville Cesar-Valera in the previous game 3-1. Lady Rams lost 5-1. As Lockhart gets a piece, sends it opposite.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon.
That will actually go down as an F9. We are through 3.5. The Lady Rams lead the Lady Cardinals 7-0. This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt at King City Chrysler. When you think of the all-new Chrysler 200, the line imported from Detroit immediately comes to your mind. When it comes to character, comfort, and fuel efficiency, its capabilities extend well beyond its mid-size shadow. This is not a style as a concept. This is design as a practice. This is the new Chrysler 200. This is a car that projects beauty beyond a footprint. Because when you build the new Chrysler 200, you have promises to keep. The all-new Chrysler 200 sedan is really an amazing automobile. Come into King City Chrysler today and receive huge cash discounts on 10 remaining 200s in stock. Or receive 0% for 72 months. We may be able to lower your existing payment and you drive a new car. At King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
More softball action ahead on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
And welcome back, Lincoln Park, as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up for the Lady Cardinals will be Coleman, French, and Barnes, otherwise known as 5, 6, 7. That scoreboard update before we went to break was presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, see Tony Wilt. Corner 42nd South Watertown, Mount Vernon, or online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Right out there for another inning of work. Fires it in, and that'll just miss low to Coleman. 1-0. Any relation to TC?
Yes, siblings.
Next one's on the way. Foul back. 1-1 to Catherine Coleman.
There, the other one. Yeah, they're still down here holding court. Quite a crew of Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Montville, Cesar-Valera below us.
A lot of people in attendance for the Jeffco invite. Here comes. Fouled off. 1-2 by Coleman. Just a dribbler on the plate's all that foul was. As Wright will get reset, looking to get another punch out here on the afternoon. She has 3 on the day, looking for number 4 here to start off the bottom of the 4th inning. Lady Rams lead this one 4-7 now. Pop up right side of the infield. Nice grab there by the second baseman. 1 away. So Ryan French, who's played well defensively today, will step in. Nobody on and 1 out. She'll take a curveball outside, 1-0. What can I tell you? Who do I need to tell you about? Probably about Banterra Bank, the official voice of the Lady Rams. We'll do that after this 1-0 pitch to French, misses high, 2-0. Whether retirement is years or months away, open a retirement account that fits your lifestyle perfectly. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. We wait the 2-0 to French. Here it comes, and that'll be left field line foul. Can't see it. I'll assume it's out of play.
Yeah, out of play, but fans are pay better attention instead of playing on the phones. Areas, yeah. Kenzie Verhein's warming up for Woodlawn down the left field line.
I believe that Pop serving as a backup down there?
Backup down there.
What a devoted dad.
I can't believe he doesn't have a video camera in his hand.
That's shocking, isn't it?
Yes.
Here comes the pitch on the way to French, swung on a miss. And she is retired on strikes. Forgot to write that foul down. Christy Barnes will stand in. 2 outs, nobody aboard for the Lady Cardinals here in the home half of the 4th inning. Woodlawn trails Mount Vernon 7-0. See what happens. Of course, we passed the top of the 7 o'clock hour. A moment on that. Here we go. Swung a miss. Probably won't have time to pause for station ID, so we'll tell you. This is WMIX Mount Vernon Woodlawn, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Just within the window, according to my clock. snuck her in. Now we're legal. Christy Barnes at the plate with 2 out and nobody on. See what we get here. Right, ready to go. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that's going to be inside 2-0. Hey, there's that little guy came up and said hi.
Yeah, he's out there.
I'm a grand old time.
Yeah, it's like after school extra recess.
We played in the cat litter box down below, and come say hi to some radio guys. Not always wise. Here comes, and it's high and away. Should be 3-0.
That's a new adventure for him. That was. Door was open. He thought, why not?
Sure. 3-0 the count to Barnes with nobody on and 2 out in the bottom of the inning. Catch a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Seven nothing is the Lady Ram lead. Bottom of the 4th inning. Next one's fouled off. Counts full to Christy Barnes, left fielder. She's 1 for 1 so far. Singled back in the 2nd inning, but was stranded on second base after an inning-ending double play after a fly out to center. Barnes stands back in, full count, has a huge gap up central. Let's see if she can knock one there. No, she'll strike out swinging. And that'll do us through 4. Lady Rams 7, Lady Cardinals nothing. This is Mount Vernon Softball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we needed help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital. For more content, like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to Lincoln Park. We head to the top of the 5th inning. For the Lady Rams, it'll be Hannah Wright, Summer Hobson, Rachel Kirsch. Pardon the hiccup. Barring any changes to the lineup by Amy Johnson, but I do see the dissertation behind the plate, so we'll probably have a change or two. Don't strike out. Take control of your health care expenses with a taxed advanced health savings account from Banterra Bank. Banking with local style, they are the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Here on WMIX, Rams football, Lady Rams volleyball, Rams basketball, Lady Rams basketball, Rams baseball, Lady Rams softball. All here between WMIX, AM, and FM. Also find a bunch of topics. Didn't want to say myriad there. On our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, that one will get behind Hannah Wright to start off. It's 1-0. Also have us on Twitter at 94 Sports. It's where I find out where I'm going from day to day on the daily schedule on the WMIX Sports Facebook page. Another one, this one will plunk right, and Etheridge just looks exhausted.
Yeah. A little gas. Stretching out a little bit.
Hobson, as Scoble will come on to run as courtesy runner for Wright. Hobson stands into the box. Mallory Garner appears in the on-deck circle. Mallory, spelled like calorie with an M, Garner. And the runner's going. Scoble will take second base without a throw, and will put a runner in scoring position.
Mount Vernon's looking to get 3 runs here, as aggressive as they're being here up 7-0. You can see Mount Vernon really trying to end this one in short game. Woodlawn in this one.
In that case, who's going to be our Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? I guess you'll have to find out in the Bean Insurance postgame show. The next pitch misses low in the dirt. To third base goes Scoble. I have a 2-0 count on Hobson.
That's what I have.
Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria. Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, as Matty Patterson will make a visit to the circle. That is presented by Ford Square. There's nothing more attractive than confidence, and yours will be at an all-time high when you buy a new Lincoln at Ford Square. Not only do you get a great offer, you also get the standard 4-year, 50,000-mile maintenance plan only from Ford Square, the best never rest. Ford Square, of course, is a supporter of both of these schools, with the Drive One for your school event that benefits Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams athletics each year, and the Drive Smart for your school event, which will benefit the Woodlawn Big Red Booster Club and Woodlawn Athletics. I believe that's coming up in May. I know it's coming up in May. Just forget the actual date.
May 12th.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
I can't remember.
I didn't want to jump in on you. And
no, it's fine.
I paused. Saturday, May 12th, second Saturday in May.
Uh-oh. We have a doubleheader that day.
We may have.
See what happens. As I'm planning on the air, and that's probably not smart on my part. That said, a lot of contenders for that Com First Player of the Game award could come from either team. As
pitcher warming up and we'll walk somebody in front of them. That's never a bright thing to do.
That's not something you want to get in the habit of doing. It's kind of like walking in somebody's putting line.
Yeah, you
on the green. Scoble will have to come out. Might have aggravated something on the slide into third base. So Rush will come in to run for Scoble. Now that we keep that straight, Verhines will be the pitcher. Not sure how that's going to impact the rest of the lineup. The rest of it pretty well looks the same.
Yeah, it just looks like some position changes and whatnot. England will probably slide over the second. Maybe one person in. Discussion out with the plate umpire and the base umpire with probably about courtesy runner, pinch runners, and whatnot. Things have grinded to the proverbial halt.
Yep.
Triad at Mount Vernon tomorrow in baseball. The soccer team, ladies, will be at the Trey tomorrow.
The old Rotary Park. It'll be a busy day at Rotary Park as the Annies take on somebody tomorrow. I only know that because I had to help get that all established today. Harrisburg.
Nice.
I wonder if my friend Jeffrey Drake gets to make that trip.
Don't know.
I'm sure he has a busy day tomorrow as well. Our new news director at our sister station, WQRL, after doing play-by-play for many years at WEBQ, another sister station. Yeah. We're pretty well related, just about everybody. Foul ball. The other field. Here comes the first pitch from Verhines to Hodgson. It's a high heater. I believe the count's 2-1.
Yes.
I can distract easily. Runner on third for the Lady Rams is Rush. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Lady Rams on top, 7-0. Next pitch to Hobson. She'll send that into shallow center field. Bach can't get to it. A run will score. It's 8-0 Lady Rams on the RBI single by Summer Hobson.
8 runs on 8 hits for Mount Vernon.
As Hobson has 2 runs batted in today.
Done a nice job. 2 RBIs.
Let me tell you a little bit about Banterra Bank. Don't get caught looking in an embarrassing situation. Make sure you've opted in your debit card for overdraft purchases. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC.
Good hitter here. Mallory Garner.
Mallory Garner. She'll take it in the dirt, 1-0. So Garner in for Kirsch, who was in for Stewart. No, actually in for the other Kirsch. Got my Kirsches mixed up. My apologies. That'll happen when there's multiple. Mallory Kirsch stands on deck. Next one's on the way, misses inside, 2-0.
Tough time here for Woodlawn. We'll see who wants to battle when you're down 8-0 at this point.
It's on the way. It's high, and it gets away from Lukey, but she'll recover. It's 3-0. Woodlawn lost to Waltonville Stetson-Valier 3-1 earlier. Lady Rams lost to DuPoint 5-1. Benton Boys beat El Dorado 15-7. Tony Wilt, State Farm, bringing that scoreboard update for all your insurance and financial service needs. See Tony on the corner of 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon or online at TonyWilt.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 4-pitch walk to Garner. Puts 2 on and nobody out for Mallory Kirsch, who was in for Alexis Stewart previously. That's your straight on that. I think we can proceed. So 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the 5th for the Lady Rams. Home team by geography. Visitor on the scoreboard. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. Not an easy outing for Kinsey Verhines either, because she comes in pretty somewhat cold. Didn't have a lot of time to warm up.
Tough spot. Relief pitchers have that tough job. Got to have a different mellow makeup to come in like that.
Next one's on the way, and it's in the dirt. The runners are going, and they'll make it to second and third, respectively. 2-0.
And if you're Woodlawn, you've played 7 innings over at the other park. You've added 4 innings here, 11 innings with only 1 run. It doesn't matter who you throw out there. If you're not going to score in this day and age of softball, a lot of times you're not going to win. Got to score more than 1 run.
Well, dust off the plate, make it off wide again, and get to it. Chop, chop. 2-0 is a count on Kirsch with 2 aboard, both in scoring position here. Verhines will fire, and it's in the dirt, 3-0.
Right now, you take your lumps here early on with the young Woodlawn team.
That should do. That should do. Verhines will fire on 3-0 with 2 on, and that'll load the bases. That was in the dirt.
Shelby Kuyab has an opportunity to put Mount Vernon up double digits. The opportunity for a short game in Game 2.
Get Bank Rate Financing at Second Chance Auto with the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles. Prices are $10,000 and Bank Rate Financing for everyone. You get the car you want today at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Kuyaba stands in against Verhines. That'll go behind. Hodgson will come around to score. The throw won't be in time. So 1-0 to Kuyaba as the other runners advance. So it's second and third, nobody out. 9-0 Mount Vernon. Next one will just miss. It's up and away. Looks good, but it's 2-0. Let me tell you about some others. Get you taken care of. Get you set with info.
Not another score when you got time.
3-0. I'd say we have time right now.
Time right now. Pinckneyville Lady Panthers beat West Glendale in softball 6-4. Lady Panthers go to 3-0 on the year.
Not bad. Always a great softball program down there in Perry County. Next one on the way misses and gets away from Lukey. She'll recover, and that'll load the bases again. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilk, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, it's Tony Wilk. In Mount Vernon on the corner of 42nd South Water Tower, worldwide at TonyWilk.com. If that red Jeep's in the parking lot, stop in. Tony would love to meet with you. Or I'm sure you can contact him online. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Brings up Clinton. It's inside to Page. As we're back to the top of the order, Page is.
And the other thing to remember, too, is there's still nobody out.
You bet. Another foul ball. That'll wake you up inside to Page again. 2-0. Bases are juiced. Nobody out. Top 5. It's 9-0. Lady Rams on top of Woodlawn. Here comes to Clinton. She'll look it in. Strike 1 across the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Let's get technical about going green. Banterra offers free online bill pay and online statement. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Good stop by Lukey behind the dish. It's 3-1. That was a worm burner. Good stop by the catcher and Verhines, who's come in somewhat sluggish in relief of Carly Etheridge. Giving it a go. Somebody lost a shoe.
No.
And Clinton gets a piece of it, sends it into the gap in right center. No. Almost a stop. It was the right fielder. 1 run across the plate. Here comes another. There'll be runners at the corners. It's 11-0 Lady Rams.
Yeah.
Should have had that.
Yeah, 2 RBI. Backhanded stop. 11-0. 11 runs on 9 hits now for Mount Vernon. Looking at the lad that you said lost his shoe. I saw him lose one, take the other one off. I saw white socks being ruined, touching the dirt surface out there.
Those will never be the same.
They're done.
It's like crinkled paper.
Yep.
Cheyenne Morgan will step in, runners to the corners. Nobody out here at the top of the 5th. Lady Rams lead this one 11-0. Morgan will let it go. It's in there for a strike. Looks low, but it's in there for a strike. 0-1. As Clinton advances to second base, so there's 2 in scoring position here for Cheyenne. Next one's on the way. Ooh, curtails outside. Misses to the left-hander. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're on the air tomorrow at 4:15 for your pregame as the Mount Vernon Rams battle the Triad Knights in a rematch of a regular season game from last year. Next one misses outside, and it's 2-1. Morgan stands back in with a couple in scoring position and no outs here in the top of the 5th. Takes it outside. It gets away. Run. Kuyava will score. Advancing to third is Clinton. It's 12-0. 3-1 to Morgan. Flood on deck. We assume Lockhart will be in the hole.
That's the case of just trying to get out of here if you're Matt Patterson.
Yep. Next one's on the way. It's high, and that'll be another walk.
You got to throw strikes. And Woodlawn has yet to get an out in the inning.
Wonder who our Community First Bank player of the game is going to be, because now we have quite a few more candidates. Although there's one that's really sticking out in my mind. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC, and we got to make sure it's the right choice. Flood will stand in, runners at the corners, nobody out, a ball in the dirt. Morgan will swipe second. 2 in scoring position here for J-Flow with a 1-0 count. Everybody's pretty well guarded depth. Infield and outfield. And next one will get behind Flood. Coming around to score will be Clinton, advancing to third. It'll be Morgan. I have 13-0.
Yep. The wheels on the bus have fallen off.
Flood stands back in, ahead in the count. This next one will get away as well, and Morgan will come around to score. $14-0. Lady Rams have scored 7 here in the top half of the inning.
Big innings.
So barring a miraculous comeback, this will probably be it in the next half inning. Here comes the Flood. That's in the dirt as well on 3-0, and it's another walk.
Nothing you can do because there's no timer. There's no time or anything. It's just you got to get out. So no time will run out. You just have to get out.
Let's see what happens here as Lockhart stands in, takes it in the dirt, 1-0. We have another score to pass along. Steelville defeats Chester 13-12 in softball action in 8 innings. Next one is going to miss low. 2-0 to Haley Lockhart. Lady Rams have plated 7 runs in the inning, have batted around as Lockhart is batter number 9. And that'll be in the back of Lockhart. 2 on, nobody out.
Batting around. Say we'll have a short game here.
That'll bring Hannah Wright. Wright was clunked to start the inning. She came around to score later. Let's see what happens here with Hannah Wright. That's in the dirt, ball 1.
Don't have much choice. Send relief pitchers out and they don't throw strikes. You don't have much choice in things.
1-0's coming to Wright. That's inside. 2-0. I mean, being the guys that we are that get to see both towns frequently, your heart does go out to one side when it's like this.
Yeah.
And that'll catch the outside corner. It's 2-1 to Haley Lock, or excuse me, Hannah Wright. 2 on, nobody out, top 5. Lady Rams on top. It's going to be 3-1. That missed high to right. Lady Rams have scored 7. They lead 14-0 off 7-run effort here in the 5th, and it's not over. 3-1 the count. Hannah Wright, freshman, up against the senior Kinsey Verhines. Pitches on the way, and that's going to be ball 4. Bases loaded.
And still nobody out. That's the thing.
That brings up Summer Hobson, who has a couple of runs batted in already.
10 batters in this inning for Mount Vernon, still with nobody out.
Rush, the courtesy runner, will make a reemergence. And Hobson, the right-hander, will stand in the box. Dissertation. I know. On the batting card. Roster, box score, whatever, at this point.
Thesis.
Yep. Pitch on the way to Hobson is inside for ball one.
Not a lot you can do in this case.
Not particularly. Bases are loaded. Nobody out in the top half of the fifth for the Lady Rams. Hobson gets a piece of it, fouls it. They give chase. Fairhines will make the grab herself first out of the inning. She raced all the way over to grab it, foul territory.
That's the fielder in her.
Yep. Let's see. Mallory Garner will stand in, one out, bases loaded here in the top of the fifth. 14-0 is the Lady Ram lead. Here comes Garner, slices that one to third base. French will step on the bag as she picks it up. 5. And that'll leave runners on first and second. Flood comes around to score. Yeah, I believe that was Lockhart eliminated on third.
Yep, 15-0. Rams with 15. Lady Rams with 15 runs on 9 hits.
Inside to Mallory Kirsch for ball one. Good play by French to stop it and then to step on third base. Kirsch takes ball 2 in the dirt, 2-0. Cuiava on deck. Busy week here for you on WMIX. Goreville beats Century 7-0 in softball. The next one's in the dirt, 3-0. Scores are always presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. And we had West Glen Pinckneyville already. Yep. Goreville beats Century again, 7-0. Here comes. Inside. I had that as ball 3. Oh, it was ball 4. I had it right. So that'll be another walk to load the bases. Now bring up Kelby Cuiava. She walked and scored her last time up. Rush on third. Garner on second. Mallory Kirsch stands on first base with 2 outs. Lady Rams have scored 8 in the inning. That's low and inside in the dirt to Cuiava, 1-0.
The Goreville variety, a baseball or softball?
Softball, good sir. Coming from a softball expert. Next one misses hot. We'll give the high strike call. 1-1.
Yeah, it's getting to the point now. Supper time, blowout. They're doing it.
1-1 coming to Cuiava. That bounces in there. Not in the zone, in the mid. 2-1. Banterra's online banking is convenient, efficient. Best of all, it's safe. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Next one will bounce. 3-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the fifth. Lady Rams on top, 15-0 over the Lady Cardinals. Next one's on the way. It's inside, and that'll walk home a run. Bases stay loaded. This time it'll be Paige Clinton. As Rush walks in. Garner advances to third. Kirsch on her way to second. Cuiava on first.
Tough day for Woodlawn. Mount Vernon, though, will go to 3-1. Lady Rams off to a good start this season.
Lady Rams undefeated against Class 1A. I believe our little friend ended up on the softball field. He's back off.
What is he up to?
Well, got a little hijinks here at the old ballpark.
Yeah.
Clinton stands in. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top 5, 15-0 is the score.
Game to our right is over. We just don't know who won.
And that's low and inside for ball 1 to Clinton.
15th batter in the inning to hit for the Lady Rams.
Next one's on the way. It's high, 2-0. You gotta, Kinsey Verhein's out there giving it her all.
Yeah.
Next one's on the way, and that's going to be low. Bless you.
It was happening.
It was there's nothing anybody could do on that one.
Absolutely nothing.
Button was too far away. 3-0's
Yeah.
coming. That'll miss outside, so we have the obligatory 3-1. The old Chinette strike zone.
Yeah, it's going to get bigger as this inning goes on, too.
3-1's coming. Clinton will reach for it, send that for a base hit left side of the infield. Courtesy runner is going to be waved around the score. No, that's Kirsch. She's not a courtesy. She's herself. So 2 RBI single for Paige Clinton.
18-0. Mount Vernon now 18 runs on 10 hits. Yeah, that's the way it goes this time of year when you're playing youngsters. First time outside. Mount Vernon, of course, with 2 games, 3 games under the belt. Woodlawn with 1 today. It's a little different.
Morgan took a first pitch ball outside. The lefty has a 1-0 count with 2 on and 2 out. Next one's outside, 2-0. $18-0. Lady Rams lead Woodlawn here. Game 2 of the Jefferson County Invitational. 3-2-0 pitch. Morgan got a piece of it, sent it foul. It'll be 2-1. See what happens here. Morgan stands in, head in the count, 2 balls and a strike against Kinsey Verhines with 2 on and 2 out, top 5. She'll get a piece of that one. That's going to go into center. Bach will make the grab, and we are through 4.5. Lady Rams did some damage here in the top of the 5th. We send it to the back. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Rams 18, Woodlawn nothing. This is Mount Vernon softball on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. There's a better way to shop today, Baroviax IGA. If it's Baroviax, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's Baroviax, you got the best. For hometown proud, you see. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA. Hometown proud Baroviax IGA.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Lincoln Park as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Rams took a commanding 18-0 lead in the top half, scoring 11 runs. Should be the bottom of the order plus coming up for Woodlawn. Libby Dial, Sam Williams, Kinsey Verhines, assuming no changes to the batting order, otherwise known as 8, 9, and 1. As we communicate back with Jesse Clark in the studio, I'm Chris Hugo. He's Danny Czerwinski. Say hi.
Hello.
There he is. Just realized it made no sense to say he if you hadn't spoken yet.
Oh.
That's all. Kind of a dangling pronoun, even though I modified it with your name.
We don't need to get any diagramming sentences here at 7:30 at night.
That's a dish better served at about, 8:25 in the morning?
That's a dish better never served. So that's it.
As we await. I have a feeling where I see a
slew of pinch hitters.
Yep.
This one will wrap up. DuQuoin and Waltonville-Sester-Valere has ended. We have not heard a score yet from yonder.
And Libby Dial will stand in, Hannah Wright, looking to get the complete game shutout. If the Lady Rams get these final 3 outs against the Lady Cardinals. Dial, the right-hander, stands in. Here comes. That'll miss outside, 1-0. Bean Insurance post-game show coming up after this one. Of course, Bean Insurance is an independent agency. 1 second. That'll miss low, 2-0. They are an independent agency, of course. They can do the insurance shopping for you. Give them a call, 244-BEAN. That's 244-BEAN. Who knows how much you can save? As Dial puts that one in play. Right center field. That's the leadoff base hit for the Lady Cardinals.
The fourth hit for the Cardinals in the game. Lady Cardinals. Dial with a single. Yep. One of those days. Can't use the, well, I'm going to have to, but I don't want to use paper towels here. Prefer to make it worse.
Yeah. Totally feel you. Runner on. Nobody out. The runner's going to advance to second on the wild pitch. As Emily Browder, who's pinch hitting. Count is 1-0 with a runner in scoring position and nobody out.
Gosh bless the sneeze button and the blowing your nose button.
As Browder swings and misses, that'll even the count up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position here for the Lady Cardinals. They trail the Lady Rams 18-0. Comebacker back to right. She'll fire on the first. That'll advance the runner, and that'll go down as 1-3.
2 outs away from Mount Vernon to get to their third win of the year. As Mount Vernon will go to 3-1 on the season.
Another pinch hitter. Katie Garrett. Batting for Verheim. I believe it's a 1-0 count. Next one's on the way inside. That'll be get 2-0. Runner on third base here for Lady Cardinals. 1 out. Bottom of the fifth inning. They trail 18-0 against the Lady Rams. And you hate to see this kind of result for anything. Next one's on the way. That'll miss outside. 3-0. Unofficially. It'll be an abbreviated Bean Insurance post-game show. We'll come back and wrap it up, and then we'll take another break and give you your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. Next one's on the way. Catches the outside corner, which told me I was right at 3-1. We've not had, with the exception of this past half inning, we've not had a 3-0 count turn into a 4-pitch walk. Next one's on the way. It'll miss outside. I was wrong on the count, so it's full. Interesting.
Chester baseball defeat Steelville today, 7-4.
It will. Interesting. Ground ball to short, picked up by Lockhart. She'll fire home. No play at the plate as that got away from Clinton, and a run will score, and that breaks up the shutout.
Well, here's the thing. You got to have your head in a situation whether you're up 18 or down 18, and when you're up 18-0 with 1 out, you throw that to first. You don't worry about shutting down a shutout. So that's one of those things that, you know, in an 18-0 game, either way, you're going to have kids not looking around, paying attention, and you got to throw the first to get you out and get out of the game.
That you do. See what happens with the runner on first and 1 out. It's low and away. 2. Did not see the number. Pinch hitter batting from the right side of the plate. That'll come straight down central for a strike.
Jalen Hersher into the game.
Oh, okay. Freshman. You're able to see the number. Well done.
Yep.
Thank you. So no one count, I believe, on Hersher. The runner on first. 1 out here, bottom of the fifth inning. That's fouled off. Should even her up at 1. 1-1. 18-1 your score. Lady Rams on top. They will improve to 3-1 on the year. The Cardinals will fall to 0-2. Lady Rams are back in action Wednesday at Cobden. Then they're back here Thursday against Hamilton County. We'll have the Hamilton County game for you here on WMIX. 1-2 as that was fouled off first base side by Hersher. With just the 1 out here at the bottom of the fifth inning. Runner on first. Here comes Wright's offering, and that'll miss. Counts even. We'll throw behind the runner and just miss on the tag. Interesting. Yep. 2-2 the count to Hersher. Next one's on the way. And that'll bounce around. That'll get past the catcher. The runner will advance to second base.
Credit Woodlawn for fighting and battling here. Could very well just roll over, swing, get out of the game, but are putting up a little bit of fight here.
Wouldn't expect it any other way. Next one's on the way. That'll get away, and the runner's going to take third base. Count's full. Ah, it should be. Oh, that was ball 4. So they'll have a conference with runners at the corners and only one out.
And you'll see a visit at the mound here by the Mount Vernon Battery, pitcher and catcher. As we play along here, some of the faithful from the game across the way yonder have pulled up stakes and are departing the park, heading out. DuCoin and Waltonville Setzer-Malier. That game got done pretty quick over here. Yeah. It had to have been a short game one way or the other.
Swung and missed on the first pitch. Kaylee Flowers, I believe, according to the Matt Patterson chicken scratch. She'll swing and miss the next one, so 2. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning, it's an 18-1 score. Lady Rams on top of the Lady Cardinals.
Matt did us a nice favor sending a roster today.
Yes, he did. Next one catches the inside corner. So it was 1 and... No, that is strike 3. You got mechanics, brother.
Mechanics are important in this level, as I have been taught by our officials' friends. Mechanics are important.
Could be everything. As Bach will remain in the game, and she'll take a first pitch ball. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. Bottom of the 5th inning. See what happens here. The next one, swung and a miss. It's 0-2. So Lady Rams are a strike away from winning this one, 18-1. 2-1. And 1. Waiting for the final strike. Is this it? No. Bach will get a piece of it. Sent to right. She'll make the grab to end the game, and the Lady Rams win this one, 18-1. We'll be back with your Bean Insurance postgame show. This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high-quality education as a 4-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19,000 every year at the 4 years, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4,000. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. It is a sedan that counters the traditional vision of the segment itself. Technology, power, fuel efficiency, safety, its attitude sets it apart from all other contenders. Here's to the 4-door that works double time to ensure that you are getting big-time results from a mid-size package. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. Sporty-looking mid-size sedan with up to 37 miles per gallon and awesome incentives right now at King City Chrysler. Receive up to $3,000 rebate or 0% up to 72 months right now. Come in today and let's talk, have a cup of coffee, and let's deal at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
My brother Paul was a real Renaissance man, a big city ER doctor, an outdoorsman, and always the smartest person in the room. When he was killed in a deer vehicle collision, I thought it was a freak accident, but I was wrong.
Each year, deer vehicle crashes cause death, damages, and injuries. And about 1 in every 100 drivers is likely to have a collision with a deer. For tips to avoid hitting a deer, visit EerieInsurance.com. A message from the Bean Insurance Agency and Erie Insurance.
This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance postgame show starts now.
And welcome back to Lincoln Park. It's a final. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams beat Woodlawn, something like that, by a final of 18-1. This is your Bean Insurance postgame show. Level the playing field of Bean Insurance in Mount Vernon. They have a multitude of the top-rated insurance companies from which to choose. Give them a call, 244-BEAN. That is 244-BEAN. Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Danny, the Heartland County final set.
That won't take very long. Mount Vernon, 18 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Woodlawn, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors. Your winning pitcher, Hannah Wright from Mount Vernon. Your losing pitcher, Carly Etheridge for Woodlawn.
And there you have it. Other final scores, Woodlawn fell to Waltonville 3-1. DuQuoin beat Mount Vernon 5-1. And they beat Waltonville 9-4. There you have it. So that's a wrap. DuQuoin wins the Jefferson County Invite this year. And we'll come back with your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. 18-1, your final. Lady Rams beat Woodlawn here tonight. This is the Bean Insurance postgame show on WMIX.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality vehicle. That's where Second Chance Auto comes in. Family owned for the past 32 years. Second Chance Auto has been the cure for spring new car fever. No one has a better selection of vehicles priced under $10,000. Almost all their vehicles come with a generous 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. There are no dock fees, no shipping fees, and no processing fees like those new car dealerships. Just low prices. Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. Second Chance Auto.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Lady Rams softball on WMIX. Time now for the Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
And we welcome you back to the Bean Insurance postgame show. The Lady Rams victorious here in Game 2 of the Jefferson County Invitational by a final of 18-1. Your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game is Hannah Wright. Hannah Wright, you betcha.
Winning pitcher, lots of offense. Did a good job today in a start against Woodlawn.
She had 6 strikeouts out there on the circle. Allowed only 1 run here today. It was responsible for 4 runs scoring in her spot in the order with a couple of runs batted in and a home run. For that effort, Hannah Wright is our Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in a Community First Bank of the Heartland. Proud sponsors of the Rams, the Lady Rams, and Jefferson County. Member FDIC, welcome back to Personal Banking. That's going to do it for us today. We're back on the air tomorrow. The Mount Vernon Rams baseball team welcomes Triad from Troy. It'll be a 4:30 first pitch, 4:15 pregame. Until then, for Danny Czerwinski, any final thoughts?
No, I mean, it's a good day of softball. Got to see all the teams here today as Waltonville, DuQuoin, Mount Vernon, and Woodlawn will head on their separate ways. I don't believe they may play each other as the year goes on, but again, good to see some softball out here and look forward to seeing the Lady Rams again on Thursday against Hamilton County.
And that's going to do it for us. For DC, for Jesse Clark, back to studio, for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, on behalf of our sponsors, thank you for listening to Lady Rams softball here on the Jefferson County Invitational Tournament. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Brennan Klein Field. I'm Chris Hugo. Good night.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams softball on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Lady Rams softball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Rend Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, All Stars and Stitches, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music. WMIX.